Now, I've been saying this all along, but we have just one example for you out of many that we could have picked from a couple of weeks ago when David Sirota was on the program, and we were talking about gun control. And, you know, I said, look, the assault weapons ban is not going to happen. In fact, here, let me tell you how the rest of it went. Look, bottom line on this, I think that we would be lucky to get a ban on the high-capacity magazines, okay, and the gun show loophole. If we got those two, I'd consider it a big win. Huge. Within this current context. Mm-hmm. So they're saying if we got the high-capacity magazines, which is number 2 on the list after the assault weapons ban, we'd be lucky. So that was on January 20th. What is the reporting today on February 5th? Sam Stein, quote, barring an unexpected turn of legislative affairs, a ban on military-style semi-automatic assault weapons will not make it into law, top Hill aides and gun policy advocates say. He continues, the ban is the most controversial of the 4 major components of the gun control platform that the Obama administration introduced and that congressional Democrats have touted. The other 3, a universal background check for firearm sales, a federal trafficking law, and a ban on high-capacity magazines, are likely to be part of a final bill, Democratic aides say, though there is growing concern about whether a ban on high-capacity magazines can make it into law. So as we've been telling you for about a month overall now, you'd be lucky to get high-capacity magazine ban. Assault weapons ban, this administration, and this Senate led by Harry Reid? I don't think so. Now, what does Harry Reid think? He was on the shows over the weekend. Here, let me show you a piece of it. Video 14 here.
At least let her have an opportunity to offer this amendment.
Will you vote for it?
Well, I don't know. Frankly, and she knows I haven't read her amendment. I didn't vote for the assault weapons last time because it didn't make sense. But I'll take a look at it.
Oh, I mean, I'll take a look. Vote for it. I don't know about that. But I'll let her introduce it. We'll get back to why he's going to let her do that in a second. Well, how about high-capacity magazines? That's the thing we'd be lucky to get. I mean, you're going to vote for that. I mean, that's so simple, right? A majority of the country is in favor of that. I mean, why would a hunter need 30 or 100 bullets? That's what the mass killers use. Harry Reid, you're in favor of that, right?
I'm still a supporter of the Second Amendment, but you can do things like that.
How about restrictions on high-capacity magazines for ammunition?
I think that's something we definitely have to take a look at.
Take a look or vote for?
Well, let's see what it is. Let's see what it is.
Let's take a look. I'm not saying I'm going to vote for it. I mean, come on, don't be crazy. Well, look, the NRA, they look like they're extremists on this, right? So are you going to stand up to them at all, Harry Reid? Let's find out.
You've been supported by the NRA in the past. You support the Second Amendment, as you said. But one of your colleagues, Senator Bill Nelson, has said that they've become extremists, that they're more representing gun manufacturers than the majority of gun owners. Do you agree with that?
George, I've been supported by the NRA on occasion. I know Wayne LaPierre. He's always been extremely pleasant to me. We have a good relationship. So I am not here to demean the organization.
No. He's been extremely pleasant to me as they have funneled voters, money, whatever else I needed in terms of political support in my direction. So I wouldn't want to cross them by cutting into the profits of the gun manufacturers even this much. I mean, I'll look at it. Now, he did say that he was going to introduce the assault weapons ban. I love this trick. Wait till you see this. As Sam Stein continues to report on Huffington Post, but Reid has made promises, and among them is that the assault weapons ban will get a vote, something that President Barack Obama also called for during a speech on gun violence in Minneapolis on Monday. Boy, they're really delivering for progressives. Except, he continues by saying, quote, it would give more conservative Democrats the chance to publicly say they beat back the ban. The point isn't to put the legislation forward so you can get a chance to pass it. The point is to put it forward so that conservative Democrats can beat it, vote against it, and then go to the NRA, give me more money, I delivered for you. I took the assault weapons ban and I crushed it. That's what this is about. So the Democrats can brag, some Democrats can brag about actually doing no gun control. But meanwhile, they don't want to say that because the other Democrats have a constituency that does want to do gun control. So what do? You have to pretend you're doing gun control while secretly giving an opportunity to kill gun control. That's how this game is played. And then finally, They do say the Obama administration and allied Democrats, however, have been heartened by the fact that bipartisan coalitions already exist in Congress for background check legislation and a trafficking bill. Oh, wow, a bipartisan group in favor of that. How very, very bold. The background checks? 85% of the country favor those checks at private gun sales and sales at gun shows. Wow, are you not merciful? You agreed to give us what 85% of the country agrees to. And then they'll turn around and brag about that. And you think, how absurd. Can you think of anything more absurd to brag about? Actually, I can. It also comes from Harry Reid.
I had guns from the time I was a little boy. I don't hunt anymore, but I did. I've got lots of guns. I keep them for sentimental reasons. But I'm a police officer. Right over here is my badge. I was a police officer. I carried a gun. That's what I did. Put myself through law school. My dad killed himself, shot himself with a gun, committed suicide. So I know a lot about guns.
You're bragging about that? Oh, no. Listen, I love guns, man. I remember when my dad shot himself in the head with one. I don't want to laugh, but have you heard anything more absurd in your life? I'm pro-gun. My dad killed himself with one. That's the Democratic Party for you, man.